For the past 6 years, Rob Philyaw has seen what most of us will never see. He's heard stories we'll never hear.
He's Hamilton County's Juvenile Court Judge, and he must conduct those hearings behind closed doors to protect the identity of children and teens. But that does not prevent him from speaking out about the problems that plague our present and our future. This empty courtroom is often filled with children and families in trouble. What Hamilton County Juvenile Court Judge Rob Philyaw wants you to know is some of those families might surprise you. From the poor to the rich, they're dealing with children who've made life-altering choices.
You know, I remind people of that occasionally. It's not unusual to look out in our lobby and see, you know, pillars of our community, doctors and lawyers and police officers sometimes having you sit out there with their child who's made a mistake. Nobody's immune from that, and we know that.
This is the mission he has chosen. And although he works Monday through Friday, his job is never done. He spends extra time in schools and with community groups who are focused on helping young people. Still, there are some who slip through the cracks.
They come in here and they sit at this very table. Usually in that chair you got your arm on, with their attorney at their side and their parents on their other side. They're kids. You look in their eyes, you look at their faces, and you think, this is a baby. Yet, last Friday night, out there on the street, they're accused of shooting up a house.
Judge Philyaw says teen crime is up, as is the incidence of teens carrying and using guns. When he started practicing law, children got in trouble for throwing rocks. It has become much more serious and deadly.
Guns are available on the street. Just this year, maybe 2 months ago now, I had a young man actually testify, and he was asked the questions about the gun, and he just clearly said, I can get a gun anytime I want to. I can get a gun today if I have $200.
Judge Philyaw says there's only so much the courts can do. He points to a breakdown in families and increased incidences of adverse childhood experiences. He says it's been proven that traumatic events that occur in the first few years of a child's life can affect them forever.
It's tragic when I hear, you know, that a child is kept in a car seat in the house, you know, for most of the day and most of the night, instead of being held and coddled and talked to, you know, that we know now through science and through the study that has a drag down effect on that early brain development.
Now, Judge Philyaw says he's thankful for those groups and programs and volunteers who try to help adolescents in the Tennessee Valley. He says the problems we see now would be even worse without those people. He encourages groups and individuals to consider mentoring young people who are in need of good role models. He says they need to be shown there's a better world out there. You can read more from Judge Philyaw on our website.